If you've been driving 20 miles per hour electric scooters for a while and you've been thinking about taking the next step up to something that's good in street traffic, something that's around 30 to 40 miles per hour, and your budget tops out around $2,000, this review is for you. This is the entry level to Teverun's Fighter series, but don't let the word entry or mini fool you. This is not for beginners. With dual 1,000-watt motors, a claimed top speed of 40 miles per hour, and claimed 50 miles of range, this scooter looks like it delivers some serious performance in a smaller, more manageable package versus your typical 40 miles per hour electric scooters. And we're gonna put all those claims to the test today. The Fighter Mini Pro sits just below the full-size Fighter 11 Plus and the Supreme 7260R in Teverun's lineup, offering a lot of the same premium features like hydraulic suspension, a TFT smart display, and IPX6 water resistant, all at a price and weight that's nearly half of its big brother. But is it worth your $2,200 price tag? That's what we're gonna find out today. I'm Ramier with the Electric Scooter Guy, and after testing 200 scooters over the last 5+ years, I'm really excited to dive into the Teverun Fighter Mini with you guys today. We're breaking down everything you need to know about the Teverun Fighter Mini Pro. As usual, we'll start with a quick unboxing and talk about the specs, then move on to full acceleration, top speed, braking, hill climb, and range tests. So the unboxing experience was quite easy. They don't give you a visual manual. They give you a QR code that you scan and takes you to a website. The battery is a 1.7 amp battery. It takes a while to charge. For me, it's 0 to full in 9 hours, so that's a while. And that's pretty much it to the unboxing experience. You just put the handlebars on and you're good to go. First off, the throttle is great. It's the old school finger throttle, but you can actually feel the sine wave. It's similar to the Dualtron series when it comes to power, but it beats the Dualtron with the added control. Yeah, so you can really dial in this throttle system if you want to go from 0 miles per hour and ease into your ride, or if you just want to crush down and slam on the throttle, shoot off, you can do that as well. And everything is right here. So you have all your modes. You have your power button right here to the right. You can change it from mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, sports mode, dual motor, single motor. And now also it comes with an accompanying app that I use quite frequently because it gives you a little bit more control. While riding this scooter, I found out that mode 3 might be the best mode because you can control the electronic braking. So the braking is quite strong. So if you're in S mode and you're like riding and you hit the brake, it can kind of like jolt you just a little bit because it's really strong and it's tuned up to the highest settings. But if you went into mode 3 and you turn on the front motor and the rear motor and you turn it up to level 5, you get the sport level speeds, but you can also go into the braking and turn that down from level 5 to where I like level 2 or level 3. So that's where I live at. So that's why I like mode 3 the most. And I think it's pretty cool. And then on the left, you have the turn signals, your headlight, and then you have your horn. So it has a horn. It's not too loud, it's not too quiet. Since this does go 30 miles per hour, you can take it in the street, and it's just a little bit of a beep beep so that cars can hear you if you're just slamming on it. The display is 3.5 inches, it's bright. You need the NFC keys to start the scooter, and you can actually use it to lock the scooter as well. It comes with the same red, green locking keys found on the Fighter Supreme, but make sure you don't lose them because you really do need these keys to get the scooter going. You can completely customize the look of the scooter within the app. So the folding mechanism right here is pretty great. It locks in pretty tight, pretty snug. So you just pop this open, hit this lever down, and it comes down. But one thing that's also nice that I'm seeing, that it has a stem latch. So you just pop this out and you latch it right here. When you're riding, you can actually put your foot right here because it's not nothing sticking out. Because the deck space is not that big at all. Like you look at the deck, there's not that much space for your feet. But with this added inches right here, it gives you a little bit more space. So I like the fact that this is not in the way. So you can see that it's carbon fiber. This is carbon fiber everywhere, but it's not actually carbon fiber. I think it's like some kind of plastic with a carbon fiber finish because, you know, people think carbon fiber looks pretty cool, which it does. So, you know, it's not actual carbon fiber, but the look is actually pretty nice. Now, let me go over to the most striking thing and the most impressive thing about the scooter compared to other comparable scooters in its price range. I think the KKE adjustable shocks, both front and rear, makes a significant difference. Now, when you get on this scooter, that's the first thing you're gonna realize is that, wow, this is really plush and soft. You don't need to really worry about preload, but if you really wanted to, you can get in there and fine tune it to your liking. I think they knocked it out of the park when it comes to the KKE shocks. During the range test, one thing I noticed is that the power starts to die out around 50%. So you won't get full power at 50% remaining on the battery, I was able to get top speeds around 30 miles per hour. And once it got under 10, the top speed was 20 miles per hour, but with a steep drop off, and it died shortly after. So you have to understand that this is not the scooter that stays powerful right up until the end. It actually cuts power halfway through and then cuts down drastically once you get down to 10%, which is expected. The ESG official top speed for the Teverun Fighter Mini Pro is 38 miles per hour. So the speed is close to its 40 mile per hour listed spec, which I'm sure you can hit if you're a lighter rider. But would you want to? I began experiencing speed wobbles at any speed higher than 35 miles per hour. Like for all scooters, you need to hold a firm grip on the handlebars and have a tight stance. The small deck and wide handlebars simply didn't feel stable. The front stem lacks internal dampening and has excessive side play. It might not be a big deal if you stick to 30 miles per hour or less, or maybe if it had 11-inch tires, it'll feel more stable, but you just want to make sure when you're hitting those top speeds that you're being safe out there. And as far as acceleration, it was quite quick. 0 to 15 miles per hour, it was 3.09 seconds, which is great for an entry-level dual motor scooter. The Teverun Fighter Mini Pro climbed our 200-foot test hill in 8.3 seconds, which is something you can expect with dual 1,000-watt motors. The dual disc brakes on this scooter are quite strong. With the braking turned all the way up to level 5, I stopped from 15 to 0 in just 1.28 seconds. But I do recommend you might want to dial it down to level 2 for real-world use. And on our ESG standard range test loop, we got 24.6 miles. It's not the 50-mile range claim, but this is actual real-world riding at the highest modes. The Teverun Fighter Mini Pro brings a ton to the table. It's literally like a little brother to the $4,000 plus Fighter Supreme Hyper Scooter, but for closer to $2,000, it's half the weight, half the price of the Fighter Supreme. And even though it can hit close to 40 miles per hour, honestly, we would recommend keeping it closer to 30 miles per hour or less for cruising to keep things stable as possible. Outside of that though, overall I enjoyed the acceleration and the braking performance, great KKE suspension, solid app customization, and it's an amazing looking scooter with this faux carbon finish all over and unique lighting package. It's definitely a strong competitor at its price point at $2,200 and can be a solid option if you're looking for that next step up when it comes to e-scooter speed, but you didn't want to spend $3,000 to $4,000. If you think it's right for you, don't forget to use our coupon codes in the description to save some money and help support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time, and I'm out.